Here you go. You're fine with Dr. P,
Wow,
right?
cold open. That's a very impressive cold open, Susan.
I was supposed to do an opening?
I don't know about the time you come from, Suzuha, but I usually say something like hello or like how are you all doing tonight?
I'm confused. I'm not sure what. Are we in character or not? Help.
It's quite unclear, isn't it? Do they not do bits like this in your time? It sounds like a very sad future indeed that you come from. Or will have come from because it. Wow, will have. That's a tense I never thought I'd have to use. Anyway, yes, Dr. P is great. Thank you. Yeah, thanks.
No problem.
Oh, it isn't? Oh, can you get me some more then?
That would be a problem.
Just keep it coming. Oh, okay. Well, I see there are limits to your generosity. Ugh. I open the can and gulp it down, regaining 10 SP.
Jeez, don't just chug it.
You're not my mom. Suzuha pats my back gently. After I finally settle back down, I go back to sipping on my Dr. P. Video Vokabe just like trying to chug it and be like...
But he powers through it. That Dr. P would kill a normal man.
Don't. I know what you're trying to do. Don't do it. Listen, I'm sorry, Suzuha.
For what?
I ended up spilling the beans to everyone.
It's okay. It's not like anybody believed you, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. We're standing on Akiba Bridge, the one connecting UPX and Daibiru, and looking down at people as they come and go. I take a moment to think back on what just happened after everything fell apart. Daru left while the atmosphere in the lab was still sour, and it wasn't long before Kurisu and Mayuri took their leave as well. None of them had anything to say to me. Now that I've had time to cool down, I can't exactly blame them for the way they reacted. Although, the fact that they had, like, didn't even consider it for a moment, considering we just invented a time machine... Okay, you know what? Never mind. When Suzuha first admitted all of this to me, I didn't believe it either. Nobody out there would believe a story like that, especially not in that situation.
Okabe Rintaro.
Still not my name. Suzuha suddenly speaks up.
Okabe Rintaro, why did you believe my story?
Well, we had just invented a time machine. What do you mean, why? You asked me to, didn't you?
I mean, sure, but most people would never believe something as out there as that.
It's not like I just blindly bought into what you said. I had my doubts at first, too.
I guess that's true.
We both continue to people watch. Saw one.
But even the time
Wait, there's another one right there.
But even the time machine
3 in a row. I got it.
Never mind. In any case, even the time machine I showed you at the top of Radicon isn't enough to definitively prove anything.
I get one more that's a Connect 4. I feel like I'm the only one taking this game seriously, Suzuha.
Without evidence that I actually wrote in that thing to come here, there's no proof that it isn't just some fake. I could have just as easily stumbled across it and used it as a part of my lie. To be honest, I'm surprised you believed me.
Again,
I don't.
We had just invented the prototype of a time machine, so I feel like... After hearing her summarize it like that, even I'm kind of surprised at how easily I trusted her. Yes, I suppose it is pretty strange. Back then, I still doubted parts of your story, but now, I believe you 100%.
Why?
I'm trying to figure that one out myself. We both go silent again, watching people walk along the road. Could there be more people like Suzuha out there? Time travelers just walking around the city like it's no big deal. I start thinking about it.
Thanks for everything up until now, Okabe Rintaro.
Her voice was gentle. Suzuha, what's gotten into you?
I'll take care of things myself from here on out. You don't have to do anything anymore, Okabe Rintaro.
Again, still not my name. By yourself, do you have some sort of plan?
Well, I don't have one right now, but I'm sure I'll think of something. It'll be fine.
What part of that is fine? You won't be fine without a proper plan. And you don't even know a thing about Komima. What could you possibly hope to accomplish by yourself?
But, there's the attractor field. I'm sure things will be okay. Even if Mom and Dad don't meet at Komima this time around, they should meet each other eventually. That's why you don't have to do any...
What the hell are you thinking? After hearing my own voice echoing off the buildings, I realized just how loudly I yelled.
Okabe?
It'll be fine? You can't possibly believe that. True, according to the attractor field theory, Daru and Amane Yuki will end up meeting, and there's a decent chance that you'll be born. But that's not guaranteed to happen. Listen to me, as long as the phenomenon can't be confirmed, it's basically a coin flip as to whether it'll occur or not.
Wow, any unknown probability is 50%?
Stop this,
That's
we don't have time to
crazy.
do this right now. There's no way of knowing if you'll be born or not until the time comes. But the problem is that when the time does come, it'll be too late to fix things. Why am I getting so fired up over this? Guess my beef with Daru is still weighing heavily on my shoulders. I can tell that a part of me is trying to be calm and composed about this.
I'm just imagining Okabe with a huge slab of beef weighing down on his shoulders.
Beef. It's what's for shoulders. But my words spill out nonetheless. Do you understand? Don't you dare say it's fine ever again. There's nothing wrong with complaining. Hell, complain as much as you want. I'd be happy to lend you an open ear. But don't make it sound like you're giving up. If you ever say something like that again, don't think I'll let you off the hook. What am I doing? This isn't like me at all. Only fools let their emotions speak for them. However, after I let it all out, I can feel relief start to set in.
Okabe Rintaro.
Suzuha sounds like she could vanish at any moment as she utters my name. Besides, how can you say you're fine when you look like you're about to cry? Stop trying to act tough. If you're going to lie, you could at least try to keep a straight face so it's not obvious, dummy. A gentle, pleasant smell reaches my nose. I feel a warm, soft sensation on my shoulder. This is...
Thanks, Uncle Okarin.
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm sorry. Please just let me stay like this for a little while.
I try to speak, but the damp sensation from where Suzuha's cheek is touching me makes me swallow my words. Oh, Suzuha. I try imagining it. Going 26 years into the past, departing on a lonely journey to a time where not a single person knows me. How would that feel? The cityscape, culture, even the clothes that people are wearing. A world that only I know through videos and people talking about the past. No friends, no family, and even if there was, I could never reveal my identity to them. Nobody to rely on. I'd be all alone. She's usually so cheerful when she's around us, but I wonder how she really spends her days in this time period.
Hey, Uncle Okarin? Why are you going so far from me?
Suzuha asks, her face still pressed against my clothes. I wonder. To be honest, even I don't know why I'm getting so hot-blooded about all of this. However, if I had to name a reason... Because you're Daru's daughter.
My dad?
Yeah, sure, he's been kind of pathetic as of late, but he's still a super haka. He's my right-hand man. If his daughter is in trouble, it is my responsibility to be there for her.
Oh, it's because I'm his daughter.
Perhaps I'm just imagining it, but Suzuha seems even more downtrodden than before. I hear a familiar song ring out from the giant monitor on UPX. I don't know the artist or the song name, but I'm certain I've heard it before.
But you know, all that stuff might be a lie.
What do you mean?
Me being Hashida Itaru's daughter. What if that's just a big lie, and I'm doing this because I enjoy messing with you? Would you still trust me even then?
Of course.
Why?
Because you're a lab mem.
Lab mem?
You're one of my cherished lab mems. I can't just turn away when you're making such a sad face. How could I not trust you?
Cherished.
Her soft whispering voice brushes against my ears. Her chestnut-colored hair flutters in the wind, caressing my cheek. The tears that had wet my shoulder had dried up. The place where she's touching me feels hot. That's why
Uncle Okarin?
Amane Suzuha, you've completely fallen into my trap. Suzuha looks up at me, dumbfounded. Indeed, my words have charmed you into giving me your complete and total trust. For that is my true motive, the goal of the mad scientist who brings chaos to the world. Oh, and Kioma! You want to know why I offer you aid? It's because you're one of my cherished lab mems. Well, has your heart been moved? You are so moved that you can't even form words. After our mission goes well, I'm certain you'll feel indebted to my genius tactics. Only then will you allow me to into the time machine. You'll even feel comfortable telling me the principles behind it and its construction. Everything is going according to plan. I had to cut myself off. I could feel my emotions taking over. That was a close call. What's so funny?
You're really not honest with yourself, Uncle Okarine.
Listen, I know that, but is now the time? What nonsense? A mere honest human has never existed in this universe. A more honest human. Listen, I'm trying. It's tired. Okay.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, this means that yet another person has been charmed by my amazing charisma.
Yeah, you might be right.
Ugh.
Okay, that's enough worrying for a lifetime. I'm feeling way better now. Thanks a lot, Uncle Okarine.
Didn't I tell you to stop calling me that?
Oh, right. That you did. Sorry, Uncle Okarine.
Son of a... Damn you! Have at thee. There are only 2 days left until Komima. It is do or die. It is a kill or be killed world. I'll come back to me. The next day. Daru is nowhere to be found. Not all that surprising considering it's only been a day since everything that went down. I doubt he wants to see me right now. If I had to guess, I'd bet he's at home working. It's kind of weird for someone who calls himself a super hacker to dwell on the past, but Daru not being here is actually pretty convenient for us.
This is a photo of my mom.
Suzuha holds out her cell phone. I've got questions for you, Suzuha. Nothing wrong. I got questions. There's a photo of a woman with a dazzling smile on the screen. In her arms, she's holding a young child with an equally beaming smile, almost like the sun. This must be Suzuha when she was a kid. Hey, Suzuha, how does your phone from the future work on the phone network now?
I know, right?
Is that weird?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that is weird. All right.
We're all the way up to like 27G.
Wow, that's a lot of G. What do you do with all that G?
It's a dangerous amount of G-force. You got to be real careful when you turn on the phones.
Unfortunately, Daru isn't in the photo. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious about what Daru looks like as a proper adult.
I probably should have showed you this sooner.
To be fair, I didn't think you were just walking around with a photo of your mom in your pocket.
I guess most normal people don't do that, huh?
It was just a minute ago. Suzuha showed up at the lab, excitedly announcing that she had a photo of her mother. One can imagine my surprise at finding out she'd just forgotten to show me the photo she had. Though, I suppose I'm partially to blame for not ever asking if she had one in the first place. Oh, and tangentially related, apparently there's a rule that any data on your cell phone has to contain as little information regarding the future as possible. That's all in the past. At least now I have a little more to go on regarding your mother. This is good progress.
Really?
This is
you
good
think we can fix
progress.
things?
Do they still have progress? Do they still say that in your time?
Say what?
Okay, never mind then. Just forget your uncle said that, all right?
In our time, we're all on to future memes, like corn.
Corn?
Yeah.
What's a meme about corn?
Everybody loves corn.
But the people just like corn?
Yeah, they hug it, they squeeze it.
As a meme?
Oh, yeah, but also for real.
Could you show me?
Yeah, we'll just need to hop world lines into, was it 0?
I think it was 0 where the corn was, yeah. It's too early to say. Anyway, let's use what we have now to search the net. If Amana Yuki's a cosplayer, there might be photos online. You could use that to track her down, or at least find some info on her. I used the afternoon to run through every cosplay image I could find in an attempt to locate Yuki's photos. Instead of asking my friend who was into cosplaying, scene,
How'd it go?
Suzuha excitedly asked me once we're met up again, but I slowly shake my head back and forth. Well, I've learned some very important things about how women can suspend certain garments, but aside from that, I have yet to find any information on your mother.
I see. Nothing yet, huh?
I continue to look at cosplay sites until the evening, even looking at photos from past Komima events, but have zero luck. I even end up heading into Akihabara with a photo of Yuki in hand, going from cosplay shop to cosplay shop. If I were a cosplayer, I'd be a regular at these sorts of places. Unfortunately, I once again come up empty-handed. Now that I think about it, fads in the genre come and go at a blistering pace, so she might hand-make her costumes to fit whatever's hot at the time. It's even possible she has a friend who makes cosplay for her, like Mayuri or something. Follow up on that thought, Okabe.
This is gonna be her first Komima.
Yeah, this is her first time going.
Was that a thing we already knew?
I don't know if it's a thing we already knew, but
Okay.
there's no guarantee that she uses any of these stores.
My mom always used to brag about how she was a pretty popular cosplayer, but I wonder if she was just exaggerating.
Either that or she just hadn't gotten her start yet. Oh yeah. Who knows? It's also possible that she only just recently started, which would mean that she's not actually famous yet. That said, there's always the chance that she was exaggerating or lying, but she's quite beautiful. I think it's safe to believe she was popular.
Oh? Hands
Suzuha.
off my mom.
Suzuha. Don't you know better of me? Do you not think better of your loving Uncle Ocarine?
What's the right answer to this question?
You'll just have to wait and see, won't you? Suzuha looks at me with a knowing smile. What is it?
Beautiful, huh?
Yeah? So what?
You think my mom's beautiful.
I do. Okay, listen. Just because I find her beautiful doesn't mean it has to be a weird bet thing, right? Recall the photograph inside my mind. I'm sure most people would agree. Honestly, she's weighted. No. Daru is a lucky man.
I see. So she's beautiful.
What are you getting at?
Nothing. It's just people always say I look a lot like my mom.
Suzuha, you... Suzuha, you do look beautiful, and just saying that. I feel like maybe you could use the confidence. Not just because you could use the confidence boost. Like I feel like there's no good way to say it in any other situation.
Yeah?
Yeah. You feel me? Right? Oh, for a moment I imagined Daru with his hair in braids.
CG. Why no CG?
Where's the CG? That was a mistake. He's much better with a different kind of haircut. So what's your point?
Sheesh, you really don't get it. You think my mom's beautiful, right? So if I look like my mom, that means...
Suzuha has a huge smile on her face. You're 10 years too young.
What?
Don't get ahead of yourself. A little girl like you is still 10 years too young to be called a beautiful woman. Okay, I'd made it creepy.
In 10 years, you'll be an old geezer, Okabe Rintaro. You'll be over 50.
What? How old do you think I am? What? Shut up! Quit thinking of me like you're 2036. What is she getting so angry over? Anyway, now's not the time for petty squabbles. Unless it is. Is it petty squabble? Let me check my calendar.
No. Petty squabbles are Thursdays.
This is...
What? You found her?
No, upon closer inspection, they look nothing alike.
Oh.
I just recognized the character, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize there were fans of that series.
Was it Sarah from Bloodtoon?
It was Sarah from Bloodtoon. How'd you know?
Wild guess.
Okay. With no other options left to me, I ended up going back to my search on the internet. Sadly, my results are less than stellar. How'd it go for you? Couldn't find anything, I take it?
Not a thing.
Suzuha was looking through Mayuri's cosplay magazines, but had no luck. Got nothing to show for our hard work. At this point, it's probably useless to keep the search going. We only have a day left until Komima. After tomorrow, that's it, the event starts. Our best bet now is to focus on getting Daru there, rather than trying to locate Amana Yuki. But after yesterday, that's not going to be easy. No matter how hard I rack my brain, I can't come up with a scenario in which he'd go to Komima if I invited him. What if Suzuha invited him instead? Needless to say, we already gave that a shot. However, his answer was no. Figured he'd probably be incapable of saying no to a request from Suzuha, but apparently he's really focused on his work. He's probably thinking that it's okay to miss out on some fun now because eventually his hard work will bear fruit further down the line. But we can't let things continue as is. We have to get Daru to Komima no matter what. And there's another problem on top of all that. Daru needs to feel like it's destined.
Destiny?
Density. Exactly. Simply getting them to meet isn't going to be enough. If we wanted to play it safe, we need to make sure that Daru feels like his meeting with Amana Yuki at Komima was even more fateful than what happened with you. We need to impress upon him that it is the choice of Steins Gate.
I see. So he has a propensity for the destiny.
He does have...
So basically, we need to manipulate things so my mom seems like his destined partner.
Thank you for the episode title, Suzuha. Exactly. That said, he ended up thinking that you were the love of his life just because of a hug. If we can do something similar with Amane Yuki, we'll accomplish our mission.
That sounds good, but Komima's only a day away. Are we going to be able to do this?
Probably not, but we'll try. Suzuha's expression darkens. Ever since last night, she's been trying her best to keep her uneasiness from surfacing, but just for a moment, her true feelings creep out. I don't blame her. I pretend that I didn't see it.
Tuturu. Good evening, Ocarine. How are you doing?
Stressed, but for good reasons. How about you? Mayuri enters the lab, 120% more cheerful than usual. She's probably still thinking about the incident yesterday. I don't want her to have to worry about things, so I respond as normally as possible. Mayuri, done with work?
Nope. I need to go give Fubuki-chan and Kaide-chan their Komima costumes now.
At the edge of the room, I see big paper bags with costumes in them. She probably made them when I wasn't around. Got it. Be careful, all right? It's already dark outside.
Mayushi's not a little kid. I'll be fine. Huh? It's Suzu-san. Suzu-san, tuturu. Tuturu. Oh. Suzu-san, don't tell me.
Mayuri happily trots over to Suzuha. She peeks at the magazine she's holding.
I knew it. Are you interested in cosplay, Suzu-san? Huh? Well, I guess I sorta am. Really? Then do you want to try cosplaying at Komima the day after tomorrow? To tell you the truth, I really wanted to make a certain costume, and I did, but there's nobody to wear it. I was wondering what to do.
Mayuri looks at Suzuha from top to bottom.
Yep. I could kill you. Yeah, Mayushi thinks it would be a perfect fit on you, Suzu-san. But I have things and stuff to do the day after tomorrow. Right, Okabe Rintaro?
Cosplay, huh? I see. I get it now. That is the only option left.
Huh? Are you listening to me?
As a rule, no. Mayuri, I need a favor from you.
A favor? If Mayushi listens, will Suzu-san cosplay?
Probably, but she has to consent to it. We talked about this, Mayuri.
Wait, I said I can't.
Yes, absolutely.
Really? Wait, Okabe Rintaro, do you realize what you're saying?
Still not my name.
What do you want me to do?
I'd like you to prepare the following things. I put my mouth up to Mayuri's ear and whisper what I need. And also, but don't forget, and an extra large. You get all that? So, can you do it?
Yeah, A-okay with me. It just has to be ready by tomorrow evening, right?
That's correct. I'm counting on you. And remember, extra large.
This is a small price to pay if it means Suzu-san will wear my new costume. I said Oh no, I'm going to be late. I have to go see Fubuki-chan and Kaide-chan.
Sorry, my hand.
Anyway, Mayushi will bring the stuff tomorrow evening.
Excellent. We'll exchange goods at that time. Mayuri hurriedly grabs the paper bags from the corner of the room and then cheerfully rushes out of the lab.
Okabe Rintaro, you realize I can't cosplay, right?
It'll be fine. You have the elite blood of both an otaku and a cosplayer flowing through your veins. You'll be a natural.
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Yes. Putting Suzuha's grumbling aside, I take my cell phone out of my pocket to stare at Luca. Calming. Now all that's left is...
Here, have a soothing Miko.
A soothing frog lord? I select the appropriate name from my phone's contact list and press the call button. The phone rings several times, then finally connects.
What do you want?
That's no way for an assistant to greet her boss.
I'm pretending to be Daru.
I was going to say, an assistant.
I totally misread what was going on.
I was wondering about that. No, it's okay. You got to commit.
How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not your assistant.
Details. That doesn't matter right now.
Doesn't matter. You're the one who brought it up.
Whatever. I called because there's something I wanted to ask you. I'm sorry. I have something to ask of you.
And what might that be?
Do you have any interest in cosplay? I know you do. You're a filthy channer. Don't think I don't know that. The next night, I'm waiting in front of the lab for a certain someone to arrive. Operation Sjofen has entered its final stage. This is it, the last piece of the puzzle.
Hey, is he really gonna come?
Don't worry, he'll come. If you cosplay, he will come. I replied to the voice coming from behind me inside the Brawn Tube workshop. Just don't show yourself, no matter what. Leave the rest to me. You understand?
Aren't we around the same age? Don't you think you're being kind of bossy?
You're calling me uncle. You can't have it both ways.
But I kind of can.
No, you can't. What do you expect? I'm a mad scientist of chaos. It is what I do.
That's not a reason.
Quiet, he's here. I can feel her presence practically disappear. As she vanishes, I see a massive frame come into view from out of the twilight.
Huh? Were you waiting for me this whole time, Ocarine?
Yeah, I'm here to apologize to you. Take this as a sign of how serious I am. I turn and face Daru as he walks straight up to me. Then, I bow deeply. I am sorry about the other day. I have no idea what I was thinking saying things like that. Please forgive me.
Oh, you don't need to bow like that. Like I said on the phone, I feel pretty bad about what happened too. So come on, lift up your head. It's all water under the bridge, right?
No, I can't let this go. Not to mention, I made you call him all the way out here. Let me at least treat you to a hot meal.
Well, I guess if you really want to, I'll take you up on your offer.
Today around noon, I called Daru. At first, perhaps due to what happened the other day, he didn't answer, but I didn't give up, and after several minutes of calls, I managed to get him on the phone. That was when I apologized to him as best I could. Daru's attitude toward the whole thing almost caused me to lose my cool several times, but Suzuha managed to keep me calm. Daru said he was still busy with work, but I persuaded him to meet me so I could at least buy him a meal. That brings us to the present. This all worked out well as it has because Daru's very easy to read. I'm an observant person after all, so I have a good handle on when Daru tends to get hungry. And that is at, check watch, 10:14 p.m.
So, where are we going?
Good question. What would you like to eat, Daru? It's my way of making things right, so I want to do what makes you happy.
All right then, let's see. I'll have menshikatsu at Kitchenjiro.
Thank goodness. I was afraid of him saying he wanted to eat at Maru 4 or something. At least Daru hasn't completely lost his mind. I got it. Let's head to Jiro.
1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go eat.
Perhaps due to his own hunger, Daru is in high spirits. He sings his bizarre song as we start walking in the direction of Kitchenjiro. Daru, have I shown you my phone? It has a picture of Luca on it.
Yeah. Everyone's does, right?
Everyone's does.
Yeah, who wouldn't?
Hands off. Wait. No, that has unfortunate implications. Shit. The menshikatsu at Kitchenjiro is seriously the best.
Damn straight.
After finishing our meal, the two of us are walking side by side through an alley at night. Why did we get a tip for QFT?
I bet it originally said QFT, and now it doesn't.
Oh, hold on. Let's check that.
Because that's quoted for truth, right?
I believe so, but let me just... Quoted for truth, yep.
Yeah, he absolutely said QFT, and then they gave a tip for it, but then chose to translate it differently later, I bet.
Oh, that makes sense. I thought it meant quasi-fungible token. Compared to my full stomach, the less said about the current state of my wallet, the better. Although, I guess now is not the time to worry about the little things. After coming this far, I can only pray that things go well. Hey, passerby.
Ocarine, did you say something?
No, that was not my voice in a different... no, I've been quiet this whole time.
Ah, that's strange. I could have swore I heard a voice just now.
Hey, passerby.
Oh my god.
A strange fortune teller on the side of the road motions at us. A veil covers her head, completely making it impossible to see her face.
Hey, are you talking to us? That's correct. Would you assholes care to have your fortunes told?
Wow, this is the rudest fortune teller I've ever met. Well, this is a first.
Oh, whatever. Let's just go.
What? Hey.
What? Hey, wait up.
Hold up, Daru. Daru attempts to walk off, but I manage to stop him.
What's up, Ocarina? I have work to do.
But this is fortune teller's offering us an opportunity here. How about at least taking a look?
That's right. Why else do you think I waited here over 10 minutes for you? Hey, Ocarina.
What is it?
Is it just me, or is this fortune teller being a little too buddy-buddy with us?
No way. We've definitely never met her before, right?
Yes, but of course.
More importantly, how about it? Let's at least take her up on her offer.
I'd be willing to make your first time free, my lieges. Lieges? Is she nobility or something? This is weird.
Think about it this way. You'll have a funny story for later, right? Don't sweat the details. Come on, let's have her tell her fortune.
I'll pass. I don't believe in that sort of stuff. If you want to try it so badly, do it yourself, Ocarina. And wait a sec. If I remember correctly, at one point didn't you go on about how fortune tellers are all idiots?
Huh? Really? I don't ever recall saying anything like that.
No, I remember. You totally did. You said it right when Mayushi and Lukashi were talking about how fortune telling was popular at their school. Lukashi invited you to give it a try, and she started crying after you lectured her about it.
So yeah, maybe something like that happened once. I'm a changed man. I don't believe that anymore. Also, Mayuri said this fortune teller has a great reputation.
Wait, for reals?
Yeah, that's why I think this is a good chance to...
You there, in the white robes!
The fortune teller suddenly shouts at me.
From what I see, your words and deeds appear to be rather abrasive. Did you by chance have a quarrel with the man next to you recently? Whoa. If you continue causing problems to those around you, you'll eventually end up alone. Specifically, there's a girl who's just returned from living overseas. You should treat her better and get her a fork. Wait a sec. Could she be talking about Makuseishi?
Sounds like it.
Huh, that's amazing. You can even see stuff like that? I see all. So, would you like to... What's this? I can see something. You will experience a great shift in your love life soon. My love life? Really? Yes, let me see.
The fortune teller awkwardly places her hand over the crystal ball.
Great Scott! What is it? Is it something bad? In the next 2 or 3 days, you will have a fateful encounter. The location, I can't quite see it. It's near the ocean? A large building, a triangular shape. A triangular-shaped building near the ocean. Is that Komima? Moe, Kyun. That's the key word. When you meet your fated partner, these are the words that will pass through your lips. Listen carefully. Moe, Kyun. Remember it well.
How does everyone here have... How come everyone here knows how to do Unicode?
Moe, Kyun. Why the heck did I agree to this?
Don't worry about it. Because I agreed to get you a fork, that's why. After walking Daru to the main street, I went back and found Kurisu grumbling to herself. I'm certain nobody realized it, but the fortune teller from earlier was actually Kurisu. I had her cosplay. No one would have known. There's also no weird undertones to that whole thing, but we're just not going to examine that right now. You're full of it. I saw how excited you were when I asked you to cosplay yesterday.
Huh? All you asked is whether I was interested in cosplay or not. When I finally showed up to see what you were getting at, you suddenly told me I needed to hide my face and pretend to be a fortune teller. Stop twisting things around.
Oh, sounds to me like you were looking forward to cosplaying.
That's not funny. Do I look like I had fun?
Yes? So she says, but when she arrived at the lab this evening, she seemed rather giddy. I won't press her too hard, though. She was a big help today. To be honest, Christina, I'm surprised you agreed to help me out. Considering her attitude toward me the other day, even. Do you believe what I said?
You mean the whole Amane-san being Hashida's daughter thing?
No way. You'd have to be an idiot to believe something.
Wow, I sounded like you for a moment there.
Whoops.
No way. You'd have to be an idiot to believe something like that.
And then why?
Well, after everything went down, I thought about it a little more. I felt like you had to have a reason for acting the way you did.
Kurisu.
And plus, you're not exactly the romantic type. You don't strike me as the sort of person who'd work all that hard to break two people up.
I keep telling people I'm ace. Does it matter that much? Is that a compliment or an insult?
You tell me.
For a fleeting moment, it looks like Kurisu flashes me a sincere smile. Maybe it's just my imagination playing tricks on me.
Anyway, what was with that Moe Moe Kyun thing? Is that really what you wanted me to say?
How did you do that with your mouth? Yup, you nailed it. Kurisu's expression suggests that she still doesn't understand what any of this was about. I don't blame her, but it's not like she'd be any better informed if I gave her the whole story. Anyway, thank you for today. Seriously. I will use my amazing intellect to repay this debt one day.
Hey, wait, what am I supposed to do with this outfit?
Consider it a memento. You can wear it as much as you like. Indulge yourself in the world of cosplay.
I don't want it.
Don't want it. You're putting it in your bag. Still don't want it. With everything there having wrapped up, I met up with Suzuha. Well, the goods have changed hands.
Yep, how'd it go for you?
Perfecto.
I see. Do you think things will work out?
Probably not, but we gave it our shot. Yeah, it'll be fine. He'll definitely come. At the end of the day, it is no more than wishful thinking on my part. I recall my exchange with Daru right before we parted ways. But wow, a fateful encounter? You must be excited.
Huh? What are you talking about, Okarin? Do you seriously believe what she was saying?
She's supposed to be super accurate. Hell, she even knew about us.
Maybe, but that Moe Moe Kyun thing was ridiculous. Nobody'd ever actually say that.
Yeah, but...
And I have Suzuha-tan, so who cares? What's wrong?
Nothing. I just feel like we did this whole thing just to get another CG in here. More importantly, we've got an early day tomorrow. Get some sleep. Got it?
Okay.
Will the goodness of fate smile upon us, or will she turn her back to our struggle? The hour of judgment is close at hand. It is now the hour of judgment.
Surprisingly, 7 a.m. sharp is the hour.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed. It's a little early for me, but you know what?
Yeah.
It's the hour of judgment. It's a special time. I'll get up. I'll be there. I'll be awake. I might have a coffee in my hand, and I might still be rubbing my eyes a little bit, but I'll be there. I'll show up.
What's going on? Komima gets this crowded?
Suzuha's first words upon arriving at the International Exhibition Center don't surprise me in the slightest. Everyone reacts that way their first time. I've come here a number of times with Mayuri, but I'm still surprised every time.
Looks like this here is gonna be packed too.
Well, it is a 3-day gathering of the otakuist among otaku from around the world. A festival by otaku, for otaku, of otaku. Comic Giga Market, known more commonly as Komima, is held twice a year for 3 days each, one during the summer and one during the winter. Apparently, the summer event alone sees more than 500,000 visitors.
How are we gonna find Mom when there's so many people?
What? Who are you talking about? Suzu-san, who is your mom? Your mom does cosplay? Wow. Sorry, I didn't mean to steal Mayuri from you. Don't worry, there's a place called Cosplay Square, and that's where we'll find the cosplayers.
Really? Then if we go there, we can find her?
Precisely. That being said, if she's part of a Jojin circle or working as a cosplayer at a company store, that might not be the case. I keep this to myself.
Hey, your mom's a cosplayer, Suzu-san? Well, yeah, I guess. Wow, that's nice. I wonder if I can get my mom to cosplay too. You want your mom to cosplay? Yeah, then Mayushi could make cosplay outfits for her. I tried asking her once before, but she said no.
You actually asked? Do you think Mayuri makes her future child cosplay?
Absolutely.
I mean, assuming the whole future thing gets worked out. Normally, people have to queue up in the general admissions line to get into Komima, but with the crowds being as bad as they are, we wouldn't be able to get in until afternoon, resulting in us potentially missing our chance to meet Amane Yuki. So we had Mayuri ask someone she knows to procure exhibitor tickets for us. Problem solved. Usually these tickets are only given to actual exhibitors, but considering the situation, I'm hoping they look the other way. Here it is, the holy grounds in which cosplayers show off their craft to the world. This is the cosplay square.
Thanks for waiting, Okarin.
Upon hearing a familiar voice from behind, I turn around. Standing there is... Wow, you sounded like Mayuri there for a moment.
It totally was, though, wasn't it?
Oh, maybe. Oh, it doesn't let us scroll through Suzuha's CG, but it'll let us scroll through Luca's. I get it. Double standard.
Hey.
I freeze up the moment I see her. Is this really Suzuha? Oh, there we go.
Now it lets us
Now
scroll.
it lets us. Okay, so what I don't recognize this outfit for anything. I mean, it's obviously an original thing, but still.
This CG is inaccurate. Needs more abs.
Yeah, exactly.
Suzuha is ripped.
That's the one thing that gets me is that Suzuha is absolutely ripped. Just knowing what we know about.
She's trained in hand-to-hand combat and also bikes everywhere every day.
Yeah, Suzuha is like, yeah, they're like, in terms of ripness of female characters in video games, there's Samus Aran, then Amane Suzuha. That's the top two.
I see. I've never worn something like this before. It's kind of embarrassing.
She's wearing an extremely frilly outfit with a checkered pattern on it, a far cry from the activewear she normally has on.
What do you think? She's dressed up as Mei from Phantom Breaker. It's a super popular fighting game.
It's not connecting with me immediately, but Darkstalkers?
She has the dolphins.
That
Called Mr. Dolphin.
Not that May. Yeah, where's her anchor, huh? Phantom Break. Yeah, if it's supposed to be a particular
one at the last minute.
If it's supposed to be based on a particular character, I'm not picking up on it, but
to be honest, Mayushi has been working on this with Suzu-san in mind for a while now.
Mayuri, do you always work on cosplay outfits for everyone around you, even if they haven't told you they want to cosplay yet?
No comment.
Which one is mine? We can hear you when you say that, you know. All right, which one's mine? Quick, tell me.
Sarah from Bloodtoon.
You can't just say that for everyone. Who is Natsuki Subaru? Who is that?
Go on, Suzu-san. Say it just like we practiced. Right. Candy, give me strength. Or something. Well, how do I look? Come on, Okarin. Don't just stare. Say something to her.
It's like they say. Anybody can look good in the right clothes. That's so mean. Suzuha, you look wonderful.
What's that supposed to mean? It took a lot to work up the courage to wear this. You could at least compliment me a little. Suzu-san. When Okarin acts like this, it's because he's being shy.
Mayuri, now is not the... How do you have such a good head? Never mind.
Huh? Really?
No comment. I'm not being shy about anything.
Candy, give me strength.
Ugh, I swear I'm... More importantly, did you get a reply from Daru? Suzuha quietly shakes her head. Last night and this morning, Suzuha emailed Daru to tell him that starting today, she'd be cosplaying at Komima. Is it crunch time at work, or is he just pretending to not have read the emails? Either way, he hasn't replied.
May I take a photo of you?
Suzu-san, he's asking if he can take a photo. Huh? Me? That's right. Everyone wants to take pictures of you.
Mayuri doesn't cosplay herself, right? She doesn't. She just likes making them for others.
I don't remember. I feel like we haven't seen her cosplay.
I feel like that came up at least once, where like she doesn't like wearing them herself, but she likes making them for other people.
Everyone? What? Where the heck did all these people come from?
Of course she's shocked. While we were talking, a large number of camera-equipped men gathered around her. Suzuha gives me a concerned look. It's common courtesy to let people take photos here.
But...
Don't worry, I got this handled. Go get some pictures taken.
Okay, then.
All right, please make a pose.
A pose? Suzu-san, you just need to pose like that illustration I showed you earlier. Oh, that one? Like this?
Yeah, now please say your line.
It's time for my big transformation. Here goes, peon.
Aw, happy Suzuha. Protect happy Suzuha at all costs. Also protect Suzuha.
Whoa, she even sounds just like Mayton.
Again, say it again.
It's time for my big transformation. Here goes, peon.
It doesn't look like she's going anywhere for the time being. But there's no point in getting wrapped up in this, too.
Ah, everyone, please line up. I'll sell tickets.
But geez, I never expected a line like this. She really is a natural-born cosplayer. I might not have seen this coming, but that makes a little difference. I leave Mayuri to take care of Suzuha and focus my attention on figuring out if Yuki is here or not.
All right, thank you for the pictures, lady.
I love this is all going to work out purely because Mayushi has already made cosplay costumes for every person she's ever met in her entire life.
Yes.
As just like, oh, here you go, got one for you.
I already know exactly who you'd be perfect to play as based on both like your look and a personality. Don't worry, I've got you down to a T. My legs feel heavy as we walk back to the station. In the end, Amane Yuki was nowhere to be found. I'm not sure if we simply missed her or if she never showed up at all. Daru didn't come either.
So how was it, Suzu-san? This was your big debut. I was super nervous at first, but once I got used to it, I had a blast. Right? I didn't have time to make more than one cosplay, but I'll make a bunch for winter, Komima. That way, you can wear a different outfit every day. It'll be great. Winter, ha! I'm looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it, huh? On our way back, Mayuri tells us she has some shopping she needs to do, so we part ways. Suzuha and I find ourselves back here. This is our bridge. Did you have fun at your first Komima?
Oh, I'm sorry. I know now's not the time to be enjoying myself.
Clearly, she picked up on the tone of my voice. Suzuha is apologetic.
But it was funny, you know, thinking about how my mom did this same thing when she was young. And when I act like I'm having fun, I don't have to think about all the bad things happening.
Okay.
Suzuha gazes straight at the screen.
Suzuha gazes straight at the screen.
Not too long ago, when I looked at my hands, I could see them turning transparent. I got scared.
Wait, no, does that mean Suzuha's very existence is beginning to vanish?
That was a dream I had.
Oh, God. Okay, so there's no way it would work like that in real life, right? Okay.
Yeah, unless it does.
Oh, Jesus.
We'll find out in the next 48 hours.
It was just a dream. Don't scare me like that.
Sorry, I could have worded that better. But after having that dream, I couldn't stop picturing it. Me vanishing into nothing.
Suzuha. I'm blown away by my own foolishness. How could she have possibly enjoyed herself? She could vanish into the void without a moment's warning. It could even happen tomorrow. There's no way to know. There's no way she could be enjoying herself. Suzuha was simply forcing herself to have fun. Nothing more, nothing less.
There's something I've wanted to ask you.
No, I can't stop them from getting out on the internet. I'm sorry. Hopefully that's not going to be a problem with the time police. What was it?
Even if it's just for a little while, can you hold my hand?
She extends her small hand out toward me. I can tell that it's trembling ever so slightly. I put my own hand over hers, almost as though I was confirming that Suzuha still exists. It's okay. We still have 2 days. Everything is going to be fine.
Yeah.
Suzuha grasps my hand tightly and nods. However, I'm sure even Suzuha realizes that my words are empty. No more than an attempt to give her peace of mind. Then, just as I expected, the next day, Yuki and Daru were nowhere to be found.
Over here. Look this way, please. I'm back for more. Big smile, please.
Suzuha flashes the cameras a rigid smile. It's past 1 p.m. It's already been over 3 hours since Komima opened for its third and final day. Today's our last chance. If we can't get Daru and Amane Yuki to meet before the end of the day, this might be the end of the line for Suzuha. And yet, Suzuha still hasn't received any sort of reply from Daru. If you heard that the girl you were like was going to cosplay, wouldn't you normally want to see that? Not to mention, this is Daru we're talking about. There's zero chance that he isn't interested. We've even laid out other breadcrumbs too. Yet here we are, no Daru in sight. Maybe he really doesn't intend on showing up. And what about Amane Yuki? I initially thought we might have just not noticed her, but if a total cosplay novice like Suzuha can have a crowd like this, there's no way a popular cosplayer like Amane Yuki wouldn't stand out like a sore thumb. Is Amane Yuki just not coming? According to Suzuha, she's supposed to meet Daru for the first time here. Which means... I suddenly realize a possibility I had overlooked. What if this is connected to the D-mail I sent earlier? Could I have completely changed the future? What if I created a future in which Amane Yuki and Daru never meet? What if... I can feel a chill run down my spine. If that's the case, an email?
Just now, I saw Hashida over at the Tokyo Big Sight Station. He was carrying a bouquet of flowers and everything. He stood out like crazy, lol.
What is this? It's stupidly obvious that she's an @channel user. Who cares about that? More importantly, Suzuha, Daru's here.
Huh?
Suzuha immediately runs over to me. I hear disgruntled voices coming from the cameraman, but I couldn't care less right now.
Dad's here.
Yeah, I just got an email from Kurisu. She spotted him at the station. It's probably better that I don't ask why Kurisu's here in the first place.
She's gonna show up in the background in the fucking fortune teller costume.
I mean, if they don't ever change the backgrounds in this that drastically, but if they did, that would be really freaking hilarious.
So Daru-kun really did come.
You knew he'd show up?
Yesterday, Mayushi sent him a photo of Suzu-san's cosplay. I told him she's even cuter in person.
Mayuri, you are delightfully devilish. Thank you. Great work, Mayuri. You have earned 1 fist bump.
Yeah.
What should we do is the line.
From who?
From Suzuha.
What should we do?
First things first, we need to secure Daru.
Got it. Hey, Okarin, Suzu-san, where are you going?
We'll be back later. If you happen to see Daru, just grab him and make sure he doesn't go anywhere. There are only a few routes from the station to Big Sight. We run toward the outside in an attempt to avoid the crowds. Excuse me.
No,
sorry, I should probably not.
No, you can do it. You can do it.
I should probably not give her this voice because I don't want to commit to this voice for the other games.
Wait, is this her?
This is probably Yuki, yeah.
Okay, I thought it was just going to be a random person.
No, I just realized this is probably Yuki and I'm not committing to giving her that.
Okay.
The battler voice. Excuse me, where are the cosplay changing rooms? Someone tries to ask us for directions along the way, but I don't have time to help. Sorry, I'm in a hurry right now. Oh, I'm sorry, it's just... This is my first time coming to Komima, and I got separated from my friends. I don't know what to do. The woman who called out to me starts muttering to herself, but I don't have time to worry about her right now. I'm here to find Daru... Wait. Could have sworn I've seen her somewhere before. Ah! I raised my voice, prompting Suzuha to turn around and look back at me.
What's wrong?
That was Amane Yuki!
What?
That woman just now. I knew I'd seen her somewhere before. That she's Amane Yuki!
You've got to be kidding me. You saw Mom? Where?
She was just over... I turn around, but the waves of people have already moved along, and Yuki is nowhere to be found. Wait, she was just asking where the changing rooms were.
The changing rooms. I'll go take a look.
Hey, Suzuha? Suzuha vanishes into the throngs of people before I can stop her. Tokyo Big Sight becomes almost impossibly crowded during Komima. I know this place is like the back of my hands, but even I can get lost. Is she going to be okay? But there's no point in searching for Suzuha now. It's okay. If I get lost, I'll just go to high ground.
The cosplay is rising. Get to high ground.
No one. There's like practically no one on the ceilings here. This is just free real estate. I head out of the building alone, looking for Daru. Surrounded by crowds of people going from the east wing to the west wing and vice versa, I keep pushing toward the exit. If Daru's here somewhere, he's probably following the crowds headed for the cosplay square. According to Kursu's email, Daru was holding a large bouquet of flowers. Someone like that would just normally stick out, but in a place like this, he's just going to blend in with the colorful crowds of cosplayers. To make sure I don't miss him, I carefully scan everyone I pass while making my way forward. I also tried calling Daru's cell phone, but he probably doesn't even notice his phone ringing right now. Excuse me, let me through, please. I snake my way through the sea of people. Time-wise, all the visitors in the standby line are being let in right about now. This is when Komima is at its most crowded. People as far as the eyes can see. I end up bumping into a number of folks, clicking tongues, angry voices. I hear people in the distance shouting and telling me not to run. Please, just let me go this one time. I finally make my way outside. Needless to say, it's packed out here too. Daru is... My phone's ringing. What is it? Did you find Yuki?
Sorry, I couldn't find her. Oh, and I got lost.
You got lost? I thought you went to high ground. See, what did I say?
I'm sorry, okay?
Don't apologize to me. Apologize to you not existing. There's no point in crying over spilled milk. Just ask the staff for directions and head back to the cosplay square, okay? Mayuri should still be there.
Got it. How are things on your end?
Nothing yet. I've secured the no, there he goes. The package is no longer secure. In the corner of my eye, I see a large frame pass by. It's Daru. I found him. I'll bring him over to you right away. I run off, hanging up without waiting for an answer. Daru! I loudly shout his name, but he continues to march along without so much as batting an eye. Perhaps he didn't hear me. Daru, can you hear me? Daru! You know, it just clicked in my mind what Daru's plan was for today, and then what actually happened. Right, did you figure it out yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. After yelling his name several times, he finally stops and looks around. Daru! It's me, over here, I'm over here, hey, friendo! I wave my hands and I run toward him. Daru's eyes open wide when he finally realizes it was me shouting his name. Kursu was right, he's holding a large bouquet of flowers.
Ocarine, what are you doing here?
What do you mean? I was trying to call you this whole time, why didn't you answer?
You called me? Oh, look at that. Sorry, I didn't even notice.
Whatever, it doesn't matter anymore. What matters is that you come with me, if you want to live.
Huh? That sounded rather threatening. Oh, hey, wait.
Just like Terminator, don't worry about it. He tries to object, but it matters little. I drag Daru by the hand and start walking.
Ocarine, what are you doing? I have something important to do right now.
This is even more important. Someone's very birth is on the line.
What? Is someone going into labor? You need a doctor, not me. Try yelling for a doctor. I've seen that work on TV before.
I don't mean it like that. Look, there's no time to explain. Just come with me to the cosplay square.
The cosplay square?
There's someone you need to see.
You mean Suzuha-tan? Perfect. These flowers are for... What?
Daru nearly begins to ramble again, but instead starts to scream as I walk faster, dragging him along. Yeah, I told you. Ah! We push down the path I just came from, this time in the other direction. Sorry, coming through.
Whoa, hey, you're walking too fast. Okay, wait.
It feels like there are even more people here now. Having to tow Daru around certainly isn't making this any easier.
Wait, Ocarine, don't walk so fast.
Yes, we still have time left. I could probably afford to slow things down. But who knows when we might get our chance to fix things. I'm hardly in the mood to take a chill pill.
Can you at least let go of my hand? I'll follow you, I promise.
You worry me. Fine, just don't lose sight of me. I let go of Daru's hand and push up against the waves of people. I look back to check on Daru every so often, and we finally make it to our destination. Over here, Daru. I take a good look around the cosplay square. If I remember correctly, Amane Yuki was searching for the cosplay changing room. In that case, there's a good chance that she'll be headed here. She could be among us.
Okabe Rintaro.
Suzuha sees me and runs over.
I'm sorry, I can't find Mom.
I see. However, I did manage to bring Daru. That's one half of the problem solved. Our chances for success are at least better than 0.
As long as the chances are greater than 0.
Stop! Suzuha, who let you read visual novels? That was a mistake.
In 2036, they teach Umineko in literature class.
Actually, you know what? The only thing that would stop me from suggesting that is that there's no way to take only a part of it. And because you have
Only that, though. No other problems.
Yeah, there's no other problem.
None.
Legitimately, we're only halfway through it right now, and we're going back on like rereading it and stuff. And I'm convinced this is one of the best pieces of literature ever fucking written. I am just floored and astounded that one person did that. Anyway,
Okabe Rintaro, where's Dad?
Back to the second best piece of literature ever written. Steins Gate, my darling's embrace. Daru's right over. When I turn around, Daru is no longer behind me. Why, that little did he get lost? Daru, where are you?
Okabe Rintaro, over there.
I take a look and spot Daru about 10 meters behind me, lying prone on the concrete like a frog that tried and failed to cross the street. He must have tripped and fallen. I start to make my way over, but then...
Wait.
What's wrong?
Look.
Suzuha is pointing at something or someone. I follow her line of sight. Are you okay?
Huh?
Oh, we don't get to see her face. We get to see her face later on. Just not this time.
This is a good CG.
That is a very good CG. That Daru face is great.
This is clearly Flat Fuck Friday.
It's up on Tuesday.
It's Flat Fuck Tuesday.
It's Flat Fuck Friday, you fucking loser. Standing over Daru was a young woman in maid cosplay.
Mom!
There's no mistaking it. She's a lot younger than she is in the photo, but that is undoubtedly Amane Yuki, Suzuha's mother. Yuki looks down at Daru with a concerned expression on her face. Daru looks up at Yuki, dazed and almost confused. The two of them continue gazing at each other for some time. It's as though the two of them are frozen in time. Suzuha and I watch their fateful encounter in complete silence. Yuki is the first one to speak. Are you okay? Are you hurt?
No, I'm okay.
I see. Thank goodness. Yuki smiles like she doesn't have a worry in the world. Her smile really does resemble Suzuha's, though. I suppose it's actually the opposite. Here, use this.
Ah.
She takes a handkerchief out of her pocket, and Daru slowly reaches for it. His mouth starts opening and closing like he's trying and failing to form words.
What
is it?
I want to spend the rest of my life with you, Moe Kyun. Will you marry me?
His grand proposal echoed throughout the venue. All's well that ends well. We do get to... I don't know if she shows up in the VN version of Zero, but she will show up in... She does show up in the anime version of Zero, at least, so... That's good. With every step, sweat falls from my cheek. I make my way toward my destination, the heat bearing down on me. The memory of Daru's embarrassing proposal at Komima is still fresh in my mind. Where am I headed, you ask? I climb the stairs to the 7th floor, then open the door connected to the rooftop. The sounds of heavy iron creaking rings throughout the area, and the light of the sun turns my vision white.
Huh?
I knew it. I figured you'd be here. After my vision recovers, the first thing I see is Suzuha trying to climb into the time machine. It's 120 million years too soon for a lab mem to leave without saying goodbye.
Okabe Rintaro, why are you here?
You seemed way too cheerful at last night's banquet. I figured you would try to leave today.
What's that supposed to mean? How could you get that from me being cheerful?
You shouldn't underestimate the great Owen Kiyoma. Reading your thoughts is as simple as taking candy from a baby. Also, Mayuri's emotional intelligence, because you're like, she came up to me after, like, is Suzuha planning on leaving soon? And then I was like, oh shit, you probably...
Yeah, that tracks. Damn, I was hoping to leave without anyone noticing.
She awkwardly scratches her head. Apparently, that's a habit she picked up from her mother.
Oh, speaking of last night, my dad officially dumped me.
He dumped you?
Yep, before the banquet, he stopped by my place out of nowhere. I have a place, we've learned that.
Well, there we go. Suzuha has a place.
He was all, sorry, there's another girl I love now. I want you to forget about me and find someone else.
Wait, no. I was like, wait, isn't she the landlady of that building? And then wait, no, hold on. That's not. That's a different world line. It's confusing.
Although she did go back to that time in this world line, didn't she?
True.
It's possible.
It's possible.
Sheesh, Dad was really up his own ass, huh?
I suppose that's better than him just laughing it off with the my bad, right? And hey, his misunderstanding is why things worked out with your mother, right? We should probably be grateful.
I guess.
Why is the sad piano music playing?
Because she's leaving.
Oh, that's right. Oh. Suzuha looks up at the blue sky. She's probably thinking about what happened at Komima.
I want to spend the rest of my life with you, Moe Kyun. Will you marry me?
Daru would then go on to present her with the bouquet he had brought with him. You know, the one that had gotten trampled and crushed on the way over? Yuki wasn't the only one frozen in shock. Everyone within 5 meters stopped moving. This goes without saying, but I'm fairly certain nobody watching them would have ever have guessed that it was their first time meeting. The crowd watched with bated breath, waiting for her answer to his brave proposal. Hell, we had planned for this to happen, and we were surprised. Suzuha and I could only watch in silence, waiting for the outcome. With all eyes on her, Yuki was completely still. But finally... You're really funny. Who are you cosplaying as? What guts! She was totally unshaken by what just happened. She wore a huge smile on her face.
I'm not cosplaying, I'm serious. My heart skipped a beat when I saw you. Will you marry me?
Well, this is kind of sudden. Oh, but hey, how about this? Let's start as friends.
Whoa, for real?
Yeah, what is your name?
Ashida Itaru, but everyone calls me Daru. What about you?
I'm Yuki. It's nice to meet you, Daru-kun.
The pleasure is all mine. Yahoo! I found a real-life angel at Komima. Yuki-chan is totes moe.
Stop it. That's embarrassing.
Ugh. Just thinking about what happened is giving me a headache.
My mom's told me the story a bunch of times, but that was nothing like how I pictured it.
They've been getting along swimmingly ever since then, so I doubt there's anything to be concerned about. The fact that Suzuha still exists here now is proof of that. Did Daru and Yuki meet as a result of our meddling, or did the attractor field, as the attractor field theory suggests, were they destined to meet regardless of our actions? In the end, I have no answer to that question, but I honestly don't mind not knowing. Let's just say that this was the choice of Steins Gate. By the way, this was actually Yuki's Komima cosplay debut. Even with that being the case, she was showered with attention during the last few hours of the event. There's no doubt that she's going to become a famous cosplayer. Hell, there are already photos of her on the internet. You know, I never thought you'd leave so soon and without so much as a goodbye, too.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure I'd be able to go home if I hung out with you any longer.
Why? Suzuha doesn't answer my question. She simply gives me a sad smile.
Mom and Dad met and got married. It's been almost 19 years since I was born. I mean, yeah, that's a long time, but now that I'm actually here, I finally get it. That really is a long time.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Don't worry, I'm just talking to myself.
Suzuha straightens herself out and faces me, signaling that she's done talking about it.
Anyway, thanks for everything, Uncle Ocarine.
Didn't I tell you to stop calling me that? By the way, I forgot to ask you, in the future, have you and I met? Yeah, it's a little late to be asking questions, but I can't help it. I'm curious.
Yeah, we have, but it was only once, and I was super little at the time. I don't really remember much from back then.
Only once? She'd been calling me uncle this whole time like we were close or something, so I figured we'd have met each other a bunch of times.
Yep, you apparently got together with Dad a bunch, though. I wonder why you never come to see me.
Maybe I'm still traumatized by the memory of you dragging me around.
You big jerk.
Her carefree smile doesn't resemble Daru in the least.
Oh, right. Do you have anything else you want to ask before I leave about the future or something? Since you helped me out, I'll answer one question.
Well then.
But I can't answer any questions about the time machine.
Curses, caught in the act. All right. Something I want to ask, but not about the time machine. Very well. In the future, how many adaptations of Fate are we up to? What am I doing?
An uncountable
What do I
number,
wish?
but you knew that. Ask a real question.
There are plenty of things I want to ask, but no, never mind. I don't want to know.
Are you sure?
Wait, I do need to know one thing. Do we eventually quash NFTs? Please.
This time machine? It's an NFT.
Shit! That is a nice fucking time machine. Yeah, knowing my own future would take the fun out of it.
I see. I guess you're right.
Suzuha looks at the time. This is it.
Gee, it's time for machine.
Can't you just...
Ha
Okay. All right.
Anyway,
You know
I'm
what?
gonna get
Never mind.
going.
Goodbye. Get out of here. Suzuha extends her right hand to me.
Don't forget me, okay?
You're a lab mem. I'll never forget you. I grasp her hand firmly. She suddenly gives my hand a strong pull and... What? I can feel a soft sensation against my cheek. Only for a moment. But I know that it's a...
That's just a little charm to make sure you
Aw,
don't forget about me.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Anyway, this is it for real now. Thanks, Okabe Rintaro. Catch you later.
Bye, Suzuha. Suzuha climbs into the time machine without looking back even once. And then... What a very pleasant sounding time machine. With a thunderous roar. With a soft rising chord, she vanishes into a time and place far, far away. A distant time, 26 years away. All I see before me is the blue sky. It's like that hunk of metal had never been here to begin with. Catch you later, eh? It'll be at least 7 years before I see her again. But after I do, I think I should keep from seeing her for a while. At the very least, not until the time comes when Suzuha remembers the charm she left on my cheek. He's trying to prevent the two of them from having this weird feedback loop of,
Ha!
yeah, I just got that. Hey, that was a good one. I got to admit, I was super worried when we went into this that the game was going to try to find some way to get Okabe to romance Suzuha.
Yeah, I was certain until we got through the final scene here that it was going to find some way to do that, and it would be weird.
No, but I'm glad they had the good sense to be like, no, that would actually be a weird line to cross. And instead we get a really nice story about, aw, Suzuha's great.
Yeah.
Although she does have one irredeemable character flaw.
What's that?
She seems to really want to hang out with her parents. I'm just pointing that out there. Like, she'd rather hang out with her parents in their own time than do whatever it is she's doing in her own time. Still, that was a really great route. I enjoyed that so much.
Yeah.
Aw. I don't think we need to play the full,
Is this a new one?
It might be, actually.
I feel like we may as well, just in case.
Yeah, why
this
not?
doesn't look familiar to me. And if it
Plus,
is,
that's
sound off
Kaneko
in the
Ito on the
comments.
vocals, right?
Yeah, sounds like
that's
it.
absolutely her. Yeah.
It's either her or that one person that's not her that I mistake for her, even though they don't sound alike, but to my ears they sound alike.
I don't know which one that is.
I know, right? Me neither, because I always mistake.
Okay. Okay, actual question now.
Yeah.
Who would each of the characters, the lab mems, cosplay as? Now, here's the other hard part of it. This takes place in 2010, right?
Yeah.
You got to place it to the time period.
That's going to be rough. I would need to do my research before I can give a good answer for that.
Yeah, that would be rough, wouldn't it? Yeah, actually, come to think of it, because a lot of like my weirdly encyclopedic knowledge of anime kind of starts around 2010ish. So, yeah, no, that won't happen. All right, never mind. Just gonna back that one up. Just put that one in a box and pretend we never had it. That was good. I think I know what the order we're gonna do the last three in.
Okay.
Because there's one we're doing last. We're doing Mayuri's last for sure.
Okay.
my personal headcanon ship is with Kurisu, so we're gonna do that second to last.
And also canon.
And also that's the one that's canon. So,
And yet we're not doing it last. That's interesting.
right, my Aries is the one we are doing last for reasons.
Interesting.
Yep. It's because it's the one that is very much the final route of the game. Yeah. So next time we'll be doing Moeka's route because she doesn't show up in this one. Moeka just kind of fucks off to do whatever. She's got better things to do, I guess.
I was still taking a nap for
For
like
an
3
entire
weeks.
Oh, Jesus Christ, are you all right?
Not
Do you need a
at
doctor?
all.
It's deafeningly quiet. The endless blue sky stretches out before my very eyes. It's almost like everything had just been a dream. It's hard to believe that a time machine was sitting here until just a minute ago. She sure was a troublemaker to the very end. When will I be able to tell Daru and the others what happened today? Probably not for a long while, I imagine. I guess I'll just have to work Daru like a racehorse to make up for it. And with that, Operation Siofin is complete. What a wild story. Suzuha came back to the past, had her own father fall in love with her, and then helped to bring her parents together. Really is exactly like that one movie. Shit, we did just do that one movie. Suzuha! How did that one end again? All right, there was a sequel. For bringing his mother and father together, the hero safely returns to his own time. But right when he's starting to feel some peace of mind... Nah, that never happened.
Fuck.
There's no way something like that would...
Oh, fuck. Impending doom. Oh, fuck.
Oh, God damn it. I could have sworn I just... Ah! A booming sound suddenly erupts the area. Everything goes white. What just happened? No way, this couldn't possibly... My vision slowly returns to normal, and...
The soldier one. What the fuck?
I don't know.
Ah, good, you're here.
I knew it!
Well, the young version ain't too shabby either.
Huh?
Never mind. Now's not the time for that. You need to come with me right now.
To where?
The future's in big trouble. I need your help, Rin.
Huh?
Just hurry up and get in.
Wait, let me ask you something. Looks like I'm in for yet another wild Suzuha ride. But you know what? I'm kind of okay with that. Time to go on time adventures. No, I don't want to go on time.
It's
Actually,
4 p.m.
Time is okay
time
now.
for your time adventure. Nope, no waiting. Come on, we're going, Rin.
Why are you calling me Reen? That's even fun. That's a better ending right there, actually. What could they possibly need with a younger Okabe Rintaro? That's what worries me.
It's absolutely an Ocarina plan where he's just like, if only there were 2 of me. Wait, let's kidnap my younger self.
Let's see. Let's look at our CG library. Let's see how we're doing here, because we're about halfway through the game in terms of in terms of routes. We've completed 3 out of 6 at this point. How do I? Oh, here we go.
Wow.
Right, but here's where Luca's route starts. Dragon. What?
The one CG where Mayushi and Ferris are oiling up Ocarina's muscles.
Right. What I love is that we get the big Luca CG in Ferris's route. You remember that? No, don't touch the hair so casually. Extra.
Ooh.
Extra.
Oh.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Oh, wait, this is new. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's a great picture. Oh, I like that one. Okay. We'll see you all next time.
Next time.
Ciao.
Smash that like, comment and subscribe.